Yes, well, you seem like you have a good handle on being a mother.
Yes, well, it seems like you have a good handle on being a mother.
Eh? Well, as long as no one was hurt, there was no harm done. Thankfully, a man told me what was going on before it went too far.
Huh? Well, as long as nobody was hurt, then there was no harm done. Thankfully, a man told me what was going on before it went too far.
If she bothers you again about this, make sure to let me know. Tiffany doesn't need that kind of negativity, not when relationships are already so tense.
If she bothers you again, then let me know. Tickety doesn't need that kind of negativity. Not when relationships are already so tense. So I've been voice acting since I was like, I don't know, a super young baby boy. And I've really wanted to go back and just listen to my old voice acting performances. But the problem is that I don't really exactly have too many, believe it or not. I haven't been the greatest voice actor. I had to learn a lot. But I did end up finding one of my performances from 6 years ago. I'm old. No, I'm not that old. But yeah, let's go ahead and listen back to it. Let's judge it. And let's hopefully, my plan is to hopefully redo the lines way better than before. So yeah, let's jump into it. Okay, so this is where I come in. So a little bit of lore. I am apparently this super cool knight named Lawrence. Whoa. Whoa, that's not a coincidence or not. This was 6 years ago, by the way.
Hello, Miss Grace.
That's me!
Hello.
Sorry, my name is Lawrence.
Oh my god, of course my name's Lawrence. So yeah, funny enough, this was 6 years ago. And I don't know if people were saying my voice sounded like Lawrence back then. I don't remember exactly when it started. But I don't sound like him. This is purely coincidental, right? There's no way. That's so funny. That's so funny. I didn't know I was named Lawrence in this.
Ordered you home yesterday. I just wanted to see if you were okay.
I'm fine.
Well, that's good. I was
So
worried.
far, it's not bad.
Oh, my apologies. It's just there have been sightings around the village of entry guards with all this.
I'm very flat though, you can tell. Like, first of all, my microphone quality wasn't the best. If you want to know what microphone I started off with, at first it was I believe it was called a toner mic, like $15 on Amazon. And then around this time, I switched over to a quote-unquote professional mic. It was the NW18, I believe. It was one of the NW microphones, and I got that because I was like, oh my god, this looks very professional. It wasn't, and one of the main problems that I didn't do my research, I didn't know how to properly like adjust my microphone gain and like the distance between it. There was a lot of moments where I peaked that mic and I was just like, what am I doing wrong? It's like, bro, you're too close, first of all. I still make that mistake all the time. But yeah, anyways, I'm very flat. It's not bad. It's kind of bad.
Yes, well, you seem like you have a good handle on being a mother.
God, the static is starting to creep up more and more now that
I can tell. It must be helpful. So, is your husband a merchant?
I'm so robotic, it sucks. Like, it's, oh yeah, sure, it must be helpful. It's like, bro, like, give more.
What?
Your husband, he is out at the moment, I'm guessing.
Oh, you can see there that they lowered my microphone because I'm not gonna say that the mixing is horrible, but like, yeah, they had to lower my microphone because there were so many inconsistencies. I believe this is one of my first jobs I actually had with my quote-unquote professional microphone. So yeah, I was really learning just how to use it. That microphone was pretty good. I used that for like 4 years, I believe.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I should really think before I speak. I just assumed. I'm so sorry.
That wasn't bad. I've always kind of prided myself with like to make like those like stuttering noise, like oh my god, like I don't know why I was always kind of good at that. Maybe that's why I always got cast for these type of like these sweet, like genuine, cute little boys. Yeah, I was always really good at like the stuttering and all that, and like the I'm so sorry, are you okay? Like yeah, I don't know. It still lacks a lot of the agency that like you need for like. Then again, it's very easy to go overboard, so I guess it's fine for most parts.
No, it's fine.
Well, he must be a horrid man to leave such a young, beautiful woman.
You're not rizzing. Okay, you need to you need to fix your tone. Well, he must be a horrid man. It's like, bro, like, what are you trying to get at? I understand that's his plan. I do remember vaguely some of like this character's scheming and plotting and scheming. But yeah, if I would do this today, I would just be more grounded, because this character is meant to be grounded. This character is meant to be like, he shows up, he has a conversation with this girl, and he just, you know, he just kind of like tries to rizz her up because he's plotting and scheming and scheming and plotting. So I would just make him sound more natural and normal. So basically what I mean is that I would basically just give him my normal voice and maybe make it a little bit deeper just so I could sound more intimate and natural, because obviously he's trying to rizz this girl, and you know, it's the classic rizzing where it's like, wow, you're such a beautiful woman and you're so great and amazing. By the way, that's not how you rizz girls, believe me, I would know. I tried it and it doesn't work.
Still, it must be hard for you to balance that life without help.
And the static is so loud here. I'm trying though, you can tell I'm trying, like I'm spacing it out. I was like, it must be hard for you to...
If I may,
balance it.
You
Like I'm
shouldn't have
spacing
to,
it out to
Miss
give it more
Ava.
feeling.
My
But there's no
name
feeling because I sound
is
robotic.
Ava.
I sound robotic. I sound
Well,
robotic.
Ava, you shouldn't have to learn to live alone.
And that's not my fault. Like you could
sounds
tell my voice was
painful.
still maturing. Yeah. Once again, this was 6 years ago. So yeah, it's a given the fact that my voice is not like spot on, and I don't have full control over it. Even now, I don't have full control over it. I had to work on that myself.
You shouldn't have to, Miss Grace.
Ava. My name is Ava.
Well, Miss Ava,
That's not bad at all. Honestly, that could just use a little bit of work, and it would sound way better. For those of you who want to get into voice acting, basically, a good rule of thumb is it's okay to take your time with certain lines, especially if it's a topic like this, where it's like, you know, like, oh, that sounds painful. It's like, it's okay to like make yourself feel a little more quiet and closed in when you're delivering that line. Obviously, it does sound painful. I don't know exactly what's going on. I'm not paying enough attention. But like, obviously, the situation is painful. You're talking about something very personal, so reflect that off your deliveries. You can instantly make any performance better by just simply delivering that line way better. And obviously, easier said than done. But you know, that's why this takes practice, and that's why like you do multiple takes of a line to try to nail that down. Obviously, you don't do too many because that gets annoying. And yeah, but yeah, your voice can sound horrible, but if you deliver that line like a king, then you're a king, or whatever you want to be, because we are happy here.
They still leave scars, but you just need to learn to live with them.
well, it sounds like you have quite a lot of scars then.
Right there, right then in that line, I try to feel more closed in, but I'm so, once again, one note. And you can even hear the one note in it. Like, lower your voice, lower your intones. I don't know what that's called, but like, just quiet yourself. Obviously, get closer to the mics, that way people can hear you when you do that. And make sure that there's no static. Make sure your thing is properly plugged in. But yeah, let's redo these lines.
Hello.
Right, sorry. My name is Lawrence. I escorted you home yesterday. I just wanted to see if you were okay.
Yes, I'm fine.
Well, that's good. I was worried.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my apologies. It's just there have been sightings around the village of Endergards. You know, with all the stories, I just didn't want anything to happen to anyone. Yes, well, it seems like you have a good handle on being a mother.
Kind of learn quick.
I can tell. It must be helpful.
Sometimes.
So, is your husband a merchant?
What?
Your husband? He's out at the moment, I'm guessing?
Not exactly.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I should really think before I speak. I shouldn't have assumed like that. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
No, it's fine. He had a reason.
Well, he must be a horrid man to have left such a young, beautiful woman, not to mention his child.
I wouldn't say horrid, but he is something.
Still, it must be hard for you to balance that life without help. If I may, you shouldn't have to, Miss Grace.
Ava. My name is Ava.
Well, Miss Ava, you shouldn't have to learn to live alone. That sounds painful.
No one would ever get anywhere without getting through a bit of pain.
It sounds like you have quite a lot of scars then.
You could say that.
Well, you must be stronger than you look as well.
Huh?
Well, because you can keep all those scars hidden and... Sorry, it was a stupid comment. I apologize. Well, it was lovely getting to know you, Miss Ava. I should be getting back on patrol. But I hope to talk to you again soon. Alright, let's move on to the next episode. This is episode 9. Okay. Oh my god, it's so laggy. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean, but like, yeah. What the heck happened? That's right, you were seeing things. And you're seeing me too, so wink wink. That's not... I'm... sorry. Alright, there I am. That's cool. You can put... There you go. I was about to say, you can put your hands down now. I love the sound effects.
Miss Ava?
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Huh? Oh, I apologize.
Oh,
Did I
peeked
scare
the
you?
mic so bad. I'm so quiet, I'm peeking the mic still.
Just a bit startled.
Oh, I see.
God, I sound like such a
You just
baby.
seem to be a bit
Like, she sounds so mature, and then...
not in any bad way. I just meant...
Okay, back to the whole, like, stuttering,
no,
like, oh my god, I didn't mean that way. It's
understand.
like, shut up,
I-
dude. Yeah, no, like, she sounds so mature. She sounds like she's already, like, settled in. Meanwhile, I'm there being like, hi there, my name's Lawrence.
I guess
That's mean. That's mean to myself,
my
but
head
honestly,
more.
like, I sound like such a baby.
Well, there isn't anything wrong with spending a little time in your head. I should be getting back to my patrol. However, how is Kenneth?
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna pause there. So, I believe I was forcing it at this point because I noticed that my voice was actually starting to deepen a little bit more when I do voice act. Every time I go, like, try to voice act for characters, I always try to find the same roles to audition for. And that would be like, yeah, like the little brother archetype or like the cute best friend, that type of people. But it was around this time that I actually noticed my voice was slightly starting to mature. And I noticed it because I was like, why am I having such a hard time being cute? Why am I not cute anymore? And yeah, so I was forcing a little bit here. So that's probably why I sound a little more robotic here.
Fine.
That didn't sound very sure.
That line sucks. That didn't sound very sure. If your voice starts to change, roll with it. It's fine. Experiments a little bit. Sure, voice acting's all about practice, especially when you audition for stuff like this. So just do stuff. It's okay to audition for multiple characters and with different style of voices. That's how you learn, that's how you get better, and that's how you practice. Because believe it or not, you're not always gonna get roles. The multiple years that I've voice acted, because I've been voice acting since I was like super young, and believe it or not, I barely got roles. So a lot of my practice was just auditioning for every single character that I saw, simply hoping that I would get a role. Honestly, just experiment and have fun, and don't be tied down by your voice type.
It's complicated.
You're complicated.
Well, if it isn't my place, I won't push.
I fit the character though.
Thank
Like
you.
that line fit the character. And I feel like
No problem.
my lines and my
Thoughts and
intonations
problems.
fit the
I can
character.
respect that. It was lovely talking to you, Miss Ava.
That was a bad delivery though. It was lovely talking to you, Miss
You too,
Ava.
Lawrence.
Like, give a little bit more, dude. You're trying to you like this girl clearly. And then we back to the sound effects. Miss Ava?
Lawrence!
Huh? Oh, I apologize. Did I scare you?
Just a bit startled.
Oh, I see. You just seem to be a bit off. Not in any bad way. I just meant...
No, I understand. I have been a little off lately.
Is everything alright?
I guess I've just been stuck in my head more often.
Well, there isn't anything wrong with spending a little time in your head.
I suppose.
I should be getting back on my patrol. However, how is Kenneth?
He's fine.
That didn't sound very sure.
It's complicated.
Well, if it isn't my place, I won't push. It's no problem. Everyone has their own thoughts and problems, and I can respect that. It was lovely talking to you, Miss Ava. Alright, next episode, doesn't matter. I think this is the most I had lines for, I think? Or was it, I don't know. This is episode 12. Oh, and I come running. I'm running. I'm going for the booty. Oh, there, I just appear. Hello.
Excuse me, ladies. Is there a problem here?
Huh?
Yes, there is a problem.
Not at all.
Excuse me, ladies. Is there a problem here?
I'm sure Miss Ava knows very well how the realm works, and I assure you that teaching in such a manner will not convince anyone.
I need it to sound way more, like, aggressive. I need it to sound a little petty, just a little bit. Be like, excuse me, princess. Both of you, is there a problem here? I just need to sound more urgent, really. Yeah, because everything that I say is so, like, in similar
I didn't know
tone.
that she...
I hate it.
Ahem.
Why did I just go ahem? That's not subtle at all. Ahem. People are supposed to be threatened by me,
is
right?
that if
I
we're
don't
done
feel
here,
threatened. I feel like he's just a
I
little
should be
baby.
getting home.
Am I gonna take off my helmet? Oh, I'm taking off the helmet. I think I'm starting to remember my character, actually. I think I remember what he was doing here. Like, why he was here.
Of course. Are you okay?
Back to the, are you okay? Notice how my voice changed there. Yeah, that's what I remember now. Notice how my voice slightly changed.
Eh?
Eh.
Well, as long as no one was hurt, there was no harm done.
That was a fine
Thankfully,
line.
a man told me what was going on before it went too
That's a
far.
good line. I need to sound more confident.
Was that woman bothering you?
An easy way to sound, let me pause it. An easy way to sound more confident is simply just stand up straight. Most of my lines I was sitting down and I would slouch. Stand up straight and just talk in your normal voice. Because believe it or not, when people start voice acting, when they try to voice these characters, they deliver the lines differently than when they talk. And as much as I don't want to be like, oh, like voice acting is just talking, it kind of is sometimes, especially when you're first starting out. And also using that trick, it helps. Because when you talk, you do it naturally. It doesn't affect you. You're just talking out loud. But when people first start voice acting, they're quiet. They're kind of like making sure nobody hears them, and they're more like close in. And that's fine for certain lines, but like don't do that all the time, especially for a character like this, for example, where yes, he's supposed to be grounded and more closed in and be like nice and cute and all that, but like clearly that was a moment where he was supposed to be like, excuse me, ladies, stop fighting. So yeah, project your voice, honestly, like be confident, like you're voicing a character. Come on, little baby Akira, what are you doing?
I'd never imagined someone as soft-spoken as you getting into such an
Oh my
argument.
god, you could tell the tone. I was like, oh wow, I'd never imagined. Like, I'm trying so hard. It's kind of making me a little cringe. It's kind of making me cringe a little bit. I feel like I'm trying so hard. I sound a little creepy now that I think back on it, because it's just how like one tone it is. I know I keep mentioning that, but like it's just kind of gross.
That seems incredibly rude for anyone to do.
That line sounded like, that sounds incredibly, oh wait, what does she want to hear? Rude for some, that sounded like I tried hard to like please her. It's like, that sounds, oh I can't agree with her, can I? That sounds rude, how dare they?
If she bothers you again about this, make sure to let me know. Tiffany doesn't need that kind of negativity.
There we go. You could, I had a little bit of urgency there. It's like, if she bothers you again, like you could tell like with the way that like I switched it. I finally showed another emotion. Let's listen to that again.
Incredibly rude for anyone to do. If she bothers you again about this,
Go into that real quick. Simple stuff like that makes it feel different and it makes you feel better, if that makes sense. That little thing that I did right there, it helps his delivery so much. Obviously delivery is still bad, but overall like you could tell right then and there I learned. I learned how to do more than just one emotion.
incredibly rude for anyone to do. If she bothers you again about this, make sure to let me know.
And you can tell my entire tone for that line changed. I'm even projecting just slight little bit more until finally the end where I bring it back in, and that's improvement. That's honestly good improvement. Oh, why is she blushing? What's going on?
Good.
Oh my god, that's good. Like the good was fine, I guess, but like good. Just the combination of both of them is horrible. If I remember correctly, she had a husband, and then the husband did some shady shit because he's like a witch or whatever, so he left. I was supposed to voice both the ex-husband and Lawrence, and I remember being in the meeting with the director, and I remember just like being like, I don't think I can do it, because like I tried so hard to make the voices sound different, but clearly, as you can tell from my voice acting performance, everything that I did sounded just baby me. So yeah, I wonder if I gotta find if we ever, I don't think we ever see the ex-husband.
No.
But yeah, just a little fun fact. Yeah, when you're first starting off voice acting, if you can't, don't push yourself. Yeah, because I could, even to this day, I still can't do multiple characters because my voice is not really like skilled enough to do that yet. I will one day. But yeah, don't push yourself. Don't do what's not comfortable. Definitely push for something out of your comfort zone every once in a while, but if you can't do something, don't do something, because then you just ruin the performance and someone else could have done it better than you. I'm sorry. But yeah.
Are you?
That line could have been better if I just was more close in, where it's like, wait, or are you? Like, just a little bit more. Obviously, don't do it as quiet as I did, but yeah.
My past fiance was a witch.
Oh no, the lore. I just said
He
that.
wasn't like the stereotype.
Yes, he was a stereotype. He was evil and nobody liked him.
If I have learned anything about you, it is that you don't deserve to have been betrayed like that.
Thank you, Lawrence.
Of course. By the way, Miss Ava, you were very kind to stand up for others, even with your past experience.
I rushed that line. I should not rush that line. I should have took more I should have paused and took more time for that if I had learned anything. Like, just, once again, be more personal. Like, she just kind of vented to you a little bit. Take this in a little bit more, especially since you're plotting and scheming. We'll get there eventually. Since he's plotting and scheming to get like her on his side, show that you're listening and show that you're compassionate. Like, the lines are good. I should have mentioned a long time ago. The lines are really well written. This director had a lot of talent when it came to writing lines. Obviously, the production is a little meh, but like, once again, this was like 6 years ago, and we were, everyone was a kid, and we were all kids. The lines, though, the lines are so good. It sucks the fact I have to ruin those lines with my performance. Because like, these lines are so natural, and I don't sound natural.
Huh. I must admit, you do surprise me, Miss Ava.
That line was horrible. Huh, I must admit, you do surprise me, Miss Ava. It's like, bro, it's like, also stop whispering. I'm tired of hearing myself whisper. Am I being too hard on myself? I just hate it. Like, it's funny because I know I could do so much better, and I think even around this time, I feel like I could have done way better.
The same to you, Miss Ava. It is always a pleasure.
That was kind of cute.
She truly is an interesting person.
It's so subtle, but basically this guy is very bad. He's a bad boy. Long story short, in this world, everyone has their own problems, and that's very much clear. As these episodes go on, we see that everyone has a flaw in them and that there's a lot of trouble. But for some reason, my character, Lawrence, is so perfect. Like, we never see that he has flaws. And usually when we do see him, he pops in, he helps the scenario, or he talks to like this Ava character, and he's just, he's getting to know them. We never see that he's troubled. We never see that he has a flaw. And you can tell in this little, like, there's a little subtle like voice, and it's me going slightly deeper voice being like, she truly is an interesting person.
She truly is an interesting person.
we have this little happy boy going, she truly is an interesting person, wow. But like, you know, there's this little sinister side because he's not normal, he's not perfect, anyways, yeah, you get it. Excuse me, ladies. Is there a problem here?
I was just explaining how the realm works to her.
I'm sure Miss Ava knows very well how the realm works. And I assure you that teaching in such a manner will not convince anyone.
Oh, I know that she...
Thank you for intervening, Lawrence.
Of course. Are you okay?
I guess I lost my composure.
Huh? Well, as long as nobody was hurt, then there was no harm done. Thankfully, a man told me what was going on before it went too far. Was that woman bothering you?
She was just being rude for the sake of being rude.
I'd never imagined someone as soft-spoken as you would get in such an argument.
They seem so close-minded, so intolerant towards those they live among.
That seems incredibly rude for anyone to do. If she bothers you again, then let me know. Tickety doesn't need that kind of negativity. Not when relationships are already so tense.
I'll make sure to let you know.
Good. How did the topic come up?
She wanted to make her opinion on my actions.
Your past? What does that have to do with hybrids and witches? Are you...
My past fiancé was a witch.
Oh, I see. My apologies. Does that mean Kenneth's a witch?
No.
My sincerest apologies again, Miss Ava. If I had learned anything about you, it's that you didn't deserve to be betrayed like that.
Thank you, Lawrence.
Of course. By the way, Miss Ava, you were very kind to stand up for others, even with your past experience. Huh. I must admit, you do surprise me, Miss Ava.
Huh?
The way you speak about them, it's very inspiring, at least to me. Your way with words is very unique. But yeah, those are all my voice acting lines. It's very funny to go back and look at these. I've been recording for 27 minutes. That's crazy. That's how long I've just been sitting here and listening to my old voice. Let me know if you all enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see more of it. I would like to go back and do a part 2. I think I can find other of my old performances, but we'll see. I have to actually like dig deep for those. Let me know what you all thought. Let me know if you have any more ideas of what do you think I should talk about or what do you think I should do in the next video. I'm always reading my comments and I very much appreciate that. And yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and see you all next time. Goodbye.